Also, she's already channeled her, apparently.
Boobs. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Faye.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy.
I will say this much. Feel lucky, you have to voice the judge and Francisca, but I think now I voice every other character that's going to show up unless Gumshoe ends up here.
Or Lana.
I don't think they'll bring Lana back.
The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world.
All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix.
It's still creepy. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country.
Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma.
Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye.
It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight.
Yeah, I don't want to get in between all that.
Well, my boobs are bigger than yours, bitch.
Well, my sleeves are bigger than yours.
Well,
very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's the session.
Well, I have more men's eyes on me.
I am Poofy. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. I've almost completely forgotten his voice by now. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Generic old deep man voice.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. All right, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest... Damn it, they're slowing me down! The defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What?
But, Miss Von Karma... how do you explain this picture? Are you saying that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that was the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Faye, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that this is when she dropped the key. Bullshit. Can you substantiate your claim?
I'm glad it's not just the defense that always has to prove their claims. Because like a lot of times with the prosecution, it's always like, I believe this happened. Oh yes, I believe that very much, and I'm now going to make a guilty verdict unless the defense steps up. The defense is like, I think that this happened. Give me 17 pieces of evidence.
Yeah. Isn't that what the...
Sorry, I clicked to try to speed it up. It was just, isn't that what I'm here for, so...
The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Faye, to the stand.
Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this.
Is Morgan gonna notice that that's her daughter right there?
I don't know.
Witness, name and occupation.
My name is Morgan Faye, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit-severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
Spirit-severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is...
Yes, that is... You, be quiet! Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct?
Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya. She escaped from the room.
Really? What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Faye, while in possessed state, managed to escape the channeling chamber.
I mean, I did break the door down.
Order. Pizza. Shut up! Miss Faye, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Ha ha ha.
I don't get it.
And, well, you say aunt, so that's the problem.
I
Maya's
wonder if
escaped.
that's foam in her hair from her drink.
After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while.
Really?
I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Uh-huh.
Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise.
That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Would you rather I take a whip at you?
I mean, that wouldn't be as deadly. Better than dying.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please, while Miss Von Karma gets her poisonous whiff.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
I can find a crack in their testimony because that testimony was ass.
Nice.
Yay.
Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful.
I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Faye?
Why are you suddenly quiet?
Mm.
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point. Am I
At
still
that time-
quiet?
At that time, I myself was a little confused, and you seem fine now.
Yay.
On top of which, there was another.
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
Tell me.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye.
Bullshit. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Looks like she caught us napping.
That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. Sean Connery.
During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however.
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya?
Bull!
So, you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
So, something unexpected. Pray tell, what did she... Ah! The witness did it and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well.
Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened.
Then,
Oh, wait. Alright, green text.
I
Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes.
am an old woman.
But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Faye.
Ah,
Quite indeed. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called.
but if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have. However...
See, they do segues, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I do like that.
You fainted.
I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
Into the box. How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps.
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy, witness, elaborate on that point for us.
Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great. Well, now what? Question further. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, then how can you know for sure the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. Damn, her hair is huge. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
It means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what.
Looks like Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Faye did leave the chamber. But you're bullshit.
This isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. It will.
Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yeah, I want to know where they found the defendant, or where did they find Maya then? In the channeling chamber. So where did she go and what did she do in that time?
I bet they call Miss Miney to the stand. Yes. That is exactly what we should have done. Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done when she has gone is to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Her dead sister. Her alive sister.
Yeah.
Or who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Miney? I think you can see where this is headed.
Yeah. Ashika. Witness, name and occupation.
Okay, so my name is, Miney. I'm, researching, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Or even that's what most people call it. I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Oh, snap. Yes, sir.
How would you use Google, you fat tub of shit?
What is this Google?
It sounds delicious.
Yeah, like a turkey sandwich. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Faye. Is this correct?
Well, I guess.
If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake.
She whipped my balls, Phoenix. What do you expect?
After the murder.
When the channeling started, I was, sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. It was oh my god, totally my sister! I, hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy in, a sad way. My sister, she, told me something, totally terrible.
Bitch, I killed a guy. Now, hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that's in your room was your sister. Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Faye? Really now, Your Honor. Finger waggle. Maya Faye was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Yeah, I feel like every 5 minutes the judge questions wait, isn't it Maya? No, she was channeling. Oh. Isn't it Maya? No, she was...
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? To be fair, he didn't know that yet. Yes, Miney, Miney. Try saying that 5 times fast. Miney, 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 Miney.
Mimi, Miney, Mimi, Miney, Mimi, Miney, Mimi, Miney, Mimi, Miney.
I think you said money at the end.
No, I didn't, trust me.
She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic and had evil eyes. Oh, well, those certainly are evil eyes. Witness.
Like, yeah. Notice something? Eeny Miney. Notice something? Eeny Miney and Morgan Faye are the only witnesses that have not gotten whipped yet. In fact, the only people in this room that have not gotten whipped yet, besides obviously Francisca.
And Pearl.
To be fair, I don't think they'd be able to get away with that.
In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it.
Like, do I totally, like, really have to?
Yes! Do it. Do it now. Miss Miney, please. Please do it.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me.
I killed that bitch.
That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person.
Got her pulled over.
That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie? Oh yeah, that was what played in the opening cutscene. Okay, I guess with this context, it's...
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes.
Are you satisfied, Your Honor? Finger waggle. I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. Oh, so that's what she has on his pants.
A skirt.
Yes. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all loose ends are accounted for. Because it's bullshit.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? It's just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Burn it!
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. A shaker. A shaker. A shaker.
Alright.
A shaker green text. A shaker.
Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, think there were sesame seeds, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day.
Yes, indeed. I see.
Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Yes, you are. Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? I don't
understand this, by the way. It's like, she gave the testimony, we had all this talking, and now it's like I'm making her do it again, and there's, segues?
I think so, yeah.
I'm confused by that.
I think by this point, it's like the court recorder reading it out.
A little later... no.
And they hate the word "like" right now.
Do you know the time? Maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think? 11 a.m.? Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when the someone came into your room. Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it. Sorry,
My bad.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you... This is like a recap of something that happened earlier!
Yeah.
Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like... What was I talking about again?
Never mind.
Witness, about this person who entered the side room. It's like, I will do this segue myself, goddammit.
Are you absolutely sure?
I guess?
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright.
The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Beamy Miney? Fuck her name.
Just Mimi Miney, it's not that difficult. You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the Karain channeling technique.
The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister.
Yeah, like, what she said.
Did I drop this line of questioning?
Poke her.
So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow!
Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important?
I guess? It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
Yay, bluffing. Alright, Mr. Wright, Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay. I'm, like, totally cool with that.
Open your eyes.
Okay, that's why. You get it? Yeah. I'm still gonna check everything though first. So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance?
Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird.
She's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. It's impossible.
Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on?
No, apparently it is her talking after all, so.
I mean, at this point, it would have... Her costume would have been A, covered with blood, and B, be Maya's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, no, I was more like, apparently that this stuff being read is actually her saying it again. Because she was like, can I go on now? I don't know what's going on, really. Something terrible? What was this thing she told you?
Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already?
A foolish fool with foolish. Seed for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words.
Well, excuse me, princess. Should I ask to hear the story again? And now we're fine.
No,
I did just hear the story. It's not like my memory is that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear the story again.
Very well. You may continue your testimony, Miss Miney.
I know there has to be something here I could use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up. Don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected.
Objection.
That's my line.